we want to see your formal presentations of your pricing analysis on a periodic basis for cement up till today. And we want to see all correspondence that have to do with any investigation or intervention that you did with regards to this pricing, this hardship, this horrible period that Nigerians have had to go through. A lot is desired of your agency, even when you hear the name by Nigerians. FCCP can be likened, I don't mean to sound hard, but to a mother that has forgotten her children. It's because if anybody at about the time that we're having hike in cement prices, what FCCP came out on the news for was closing Saad for different prices of plantain chips. I couldn't reconcile the two things. Yes, I appreciate you're doing your job, but there are things, you heard it from the president of Korean. Cost of cement, building materials, is a direct relationship with building collapse. Cost of cement is in direct relationship to increase in tenancy rates. For heaven's sake, anything that has to do with livelihood should be treated as an emergency. And your voices for the fact that you are in charge of protecting the consumers should be the loudest, even above that of the, because your agency is actually an agency that is likened to one that gives early warning signals. You're constantly in charge of researching prices, researching trends. Your agency should be one of the most feared. Go and check your sister agencies in developed countries. You're among the most feared agencies. But that's not the case here. That's not the case here. Because I cannot see, I give you another instance. Between September and October last year, and moving in towards January, Bua, or a cement factory, agreed they were going to sell cement for 3,500 naira. For heaven's sake, what became of it? Is it the price war you're referring to? Or is it, in your words, anti-competitive practices such as price fixing or price, sorry, my glasses for this word. Whatever be the case, you have talked a lot about transportation. But we all know, and I had mentioned it here, that in price fixing for cement, there is the ex-factory price and there's the factory price. Yes. Are you justifying the fact, and this comes back to your word, cartel formation, that only a few people are even allowed to take this product from the factory to the end consumer? That means there's even cartel formation there. What have you done about it? If you want this thing to get to the consumers at good rates, let the producers be ready to sell to anybody at your rate at which you sell. So that if I know that from the factory it's coming out at 5 naira, if me I can transport it to my own place at 2 naira, it's my own. If I can transport it at 50 naira, we know that that one has to add 50 naira. But when you now say that only a few people are allowed to transport it, what have you done? Indirectly, in my opinion, it's all you have mentioned in this fourth paragraph. And this fourth paragraph is in total contrast to your third paragraph. So how do you reconcile all this? We want you to go back. Give us a detailed analysis of what you have done with documentary evidence on these price increases. And I want you to take it back to what year did we ask you for? In fact, take it back 2 years.
We're also investigating why there is entry barrier into the cement industry in Nigeria. When I mean entry barriers, the dominant players have remained so for a long time. Our analysis is not even a question of price fixing. Price fixing usually, or cartel, is more when they are talking together amongst themselves, which is an anti-competitive conduct under the FCCPA now. But what we are even noticing, and we are investigating more, is even a price war. In other words, they are not even talking amongst themselves, but they are, it seems to us that there are practices that need further investigations, which we consider part of the reasons why the consumer is feeling the brunt. The intervention was based on a report. The presidential intervention was based on a report, sir. That report, at least from 15,000, was able to bring it to 50%. That was the 8,000 agreement, sir.
When did it get to 8,000?
Sir, it was
from 15.
Yes.
When they now came out of that meeting with the executive, right? Referring to the meeting with the Minister of Works.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, they came out and they said